Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Eador, Masters of the Broken World with Wando Bondo. We're playing the White Wizard. Okay, so we're getting ready to try to conquer our first territory. And one of the things I wanted to do before we start is to check out Beleth. And let's see. I want to see he's got +9, +3, 7 income. 3 income, 7 income, 3 income. So we got a 20 something, 30 income, or 25 income maybe. He's already pretty much conquered the first ring except for the orcs, and I bet he's going to conquer that next. Brigand outlaws, nomad steppes with horses, brigand outlaws, free settlement, free settlement. Wow, he's going to have a lot there. Savage wood, that might be a little tough. Savage wood. Brigand outlaws. Yeah, and brigand outlaws with the wood. Here we have a free settlement. Wow, that's going to be pretty easy. Orc tribes, free settlement. And here's some elves and a free settlement. Wow, so brigands, I mean, really just march right against us. Brigand outlaws, holy lands. I think you can just make a deal with them and get right in there. Free settlement, brigand outlaws, so I don't know, just this land of the dead's the only thing that's keeping us apart, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6. So we got goblin lands in the 6th ring, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's that nightmare, or that's that weeping lands. And then Viper Bogs is right there. And that's goblin land. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7, ring 7. And for us, that's, let's see, Viper Bogs, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, so they got to go through 7. Anyway, I think 6th ring is the highest there is anyway. So that means either they got to go through this or around this way. Lands of Chaos, Lands of the Dead, Troll Swamps, or more goblins. Goblins, goblins, and then brigands again. So, Deadly Swamps or Savage Wood, or coming around this way, Free Settlement, Giants, Giants. Alright, so, well, we know what we gotta do, and we know about what Beleth is maybe thinking. Free Settlement here. Yeah, brigands. Centaur lands. So now at least we've seen brigand outlaws here. In case we want to monitor their progress. Hopefully Beleth. I picked Beleth this time because last time I picked Darial and Darial didn't really make it past level 15 or 16. So I'm hoping that it might be a showdown at the end with Beleth. I think Beleth is supposed to be more of an even master with a little bit of everything. So hopefully Beleth will put up a fight. But we don't have to pay attention now. We're not going to spend a lot of time watching unless we really fall behind. That's one of the things with this role play of the White Wizard. We can't plunder anything. We're not going to be able to do all the things that give us, when we have events, we're going to have to show mercy. We have to get that positive karma up so we can get an alliance with the elves over here, which is going to take a little while. We need 5 karma. And oops, one of the things that we can do for karma is this exorcism spell. This exorcism spell gives us +1 karma when we cast it. So we want to get to this as fast as possible so that way we can get that extra karma. And we're going to build the good stuff. Probably, we might take monks, but we already have healers, so maybe a guardsman, um, maybe some Pegasi. We're not going to take any of these evil units. We could do this guy. I think he's neutral. Yeah, so we could take a horse archer if we want, or we could uh, we could do any of the creatures. So basilisk, spiders, giant slugs, they're all neutral. We just can't take evil units, and we can't do evil spells. So we can't take the School of Necromancy, and we can't take the Altar of Chaos School. So those two are out. So at least we don't have to worry about those decisions. We already know what we're going to do. But for now, we have to. One more thing about the fairies. If I think that these fairy trees are only in common worlds. So if you're trying to generate this map, I don't think you're going to find fairy trees on some of those other worlds. I don't know where they're at, but I haven't found any on World of Death or World of Fear. So I think it's only in forest provinces in the common world, maybe. I'm not sure. So that's just one more thing. All right. I think we've covered everything. I think it's time to start fighting. Let's get our spells. These spells are just too expensive. We've got 0 gems. We've got 69 gems, and we have got to build a couple spell schools, and so we're basically out. We've got to, we got to build. We got to save those gems. We can't use those other spells. They're just too expensive. We're going to have to use fatigues, and we're going to have to try to make those work the best we can. The one good thing about fairies, let's see, got everything we need here. The one good thing about fairies is they do have this haste spell, so at least we'll have a little stamina, and they do have quite a bit of shots. So they have 8 shots, but they only have 6 hit points. Yeah, 6 hit points. Wow, so that's pretty serious. It's like, do not let them get hit because they will go down so fast. But they do have really high range defense, and they have forest knowledge, and so we definitely have a lot of forest provinces here we're going to be fighting in. So they're going to have like plus extra 2 more range defense. So they're mostly immune to ranged attack, especially at the lower levels ranged attack. When those enemies start getting armor penetration or precise shot, that could be trouble. Hopefully they'll get some more hit points too. That would be good. And then when we get to level 10, we can start trying to bump up their hit points some more with our commander skills when we get to the enchanter build. So that's going to be interesting, but it's going to be slow going at first because we've got to do all the right things. We can't plunder anything for extra money, and we can't, yeah, so we'll have to see how that goes. We're role playing this white wizard, and we also need to get our karma up. So if you want to make an alliance with elves, you got to get your karma up to 5, I think, unless you're a scout and you can have the other abilities. So I think we got everything we need. We've got 4 fatigues, and we've got our 2 fairies. Oh, and one last thing, the reason I got these 2 fairies is because, and only 1 swordsman, is because they don't have healing, and when they level up, you never know when they're going to get healing. So when you've got 2 fairies, you get a good chance for one of them to get a healing level up, and that is a lot better if you get one of them. If you take 2 swordsmen, you might not get healing they might have to level up 2 or 3 times before you're going to get one a healer, and that's devastation. We can always plug in another swordsman as soon as we get a command, but to go back and get another fairy at the fairy tree, that's another 50 gold, and it takes a lot more time, and We also probably won't have any healing, and then they level up really slow. These guys are going to level up faster. These guys level up really slow. It takes a lot of experience to level up a fairy, so that's the reason why we're doing 2 fairies and 1 swordsman. Still can't build anything, so let's just go ahead and do this. And this is the one we looked at before with +8 and +2. This is what we need to do. So let's hope we get some good terrain. At least we'll have the forest. That's going to help us a little bit. But we need some obstacles and whatnot. Okay, let's see what happens. We know there's only 4. That's pretty good. We should be able to do this. This is not too hard. And that swordsman's pretty tough. Alright, well, we could put the swordsman on this hill. Let's put 1 fairy over here in the forest. Let's put another fairy over here. Actually, we could put this fairy on the hill. Let's put the swordsman right there, and let's put this in the forest as well, and we can go either this way or this way. If they come up this way, we'll figure out what to do. We can try to kite them. That's what this one's on this side for, and this one's on this side. If they're over here, we're going to try to kite them, split them up, make them come around this way. The more they walk this way or the more they walk that way, then we'll just have to see where they're at. That's the best we can do. We'll use this terrain. The last thing we want to do is be backstabbed by this guy. This guy can't take a backstab, and we only want to get attacked by 1 guy at a time here. So we might have to step in and guard this guy's back if needed, and hopefully either drain out some of their points. And then these fairies are pretty tough. They don't hit for much, but with the backstab, since they fly around, they have 3 speed, which is not that great. But with haste, then they can have more, and the haste on this guy will help keep his stamina up. So we can also do a retreating. Let's see, we could also send this guy forward and get hit, and then back up and retreat. So that might be something too that we might want to do, but we don't know where they're at. I'm thinking that's probably the better plan, but I don't know. Well, let's just see what happens. Okay, they're on this side, so let's go ahead and get on this hill, one of these 2 hills, and hopefully we'll get on this hill and we'll start killing things. This guy has 11 stamina, this guy has 10. This is the guy I want to weaken down, but this guy, we don't have to worry about this guy too much. We got our guy in the forest, and we're just going to move him away a little bit more. We're going to try to kite this guy over here. He hits for 4, and he has 11. Let's go ahead and shoot. We might as well start trying to kill him. That is a good idea. 4, that's pretty good. And then we'll see. I think maybe we should move this guy around. Okay. We've already moved too much. We can't do anything else. Alright, and this guy in the forest, this guy will have... We already got 3 defense from melee defense. If we're in the forest, I think we get 2 more. So that would be 5, and this guy only hits for 4. So we could definitely kite this guy over to this spot here and just take our licks and just kind of wear him out a little bit. And then we'll fly over here and swarm these guys. This guy will be partially dead. We'll just come back for 1 more. Once they get close, we'll just weaken this guy down real good, and then we shouldn't have too much problems there. Let's see what this guy has. 10 stamina, and we don't have any piercing through that, so we're not going to be able to really. He's got a 1 magic resist, so that's not so good. This one, I'm thinking maybe we should move back, but you know, I think this is the best we can do. This guy's got hits for 4. We definitely want to make sure that we push these guys forward and move this guy back so they can't get to us right away. But we could use these fairies to deal with these 2 guys, and this guy will deal with this guy. This guy can't hurt us, so we should be okay because these guys don't hit for that much. And in the forest, as long as we don't get backstabbed, we should be fine. So maybe moving farther away is a better plan, but we'll see if this thing comes closer. Well, we're only gonna shoot it for. Let's go ahead and knock this guy down a little bit. All right, that's the best we can do. All right, let's go here and make them come and hit us. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. This guy, let's see what it is in the forest. This one is, he's got 5, and this guy has 4. So let's just shoot it. Though we don't want to use up all of our stamina with that shot and the thing. This guy's going to come in. So let's go ahead and let's move this guy back. This guy only has 9. This guy, we got 3, so we'll use all of our stuff. We got 1 more for this guy, for 1 more fatigue for this guy. We got 1 fatigue for this guy and 1 fatigue for this guy. Let's go ahead and move this guy back. And we got to be careful too, because when they run out of stamina, they will start to not be able to fly very far. Let's put a haste on this guy. This guy's almost out now, so let's go ahead and haste this guy to make sure that, and we'll let this guy come in. Only hits for 4. We've got 4 plus 2 parry, so we should be able to hit it pretty hard. This guy should be able to come there, and this guy shoots for 1, 2, 3, 4, and this guy's 9 in the forest, so that's pretty good. Hopefully it'll just sit there and attack this fairy, and this guy will come back this way. We'll finish off these 2 guys. We'll let this guy come closer, then when he's right there, we'll just hit him with another fatigue. So for right now, maybe we should just hit this guy with a fatigue. We'll kill this guy. He can't do too much to us. Though, yeah, we don't want this guy to get too close to our guys and we want this guy to be out. Let's go ahead and hit this guy with a fatigue. And we'll let him come. Ooh, he can't even get to us. Dang. That was a fail. Oh well. Alright, didn't do anything to that fairy. Alright, well then we're going to have to, let's go here. And let's shoot this guy. No, can't do that. Let's go ahead and fatigue this guy 1 more time. And it only hits for 3, and then we should be able to take this, and we'll deal with this. This guy hits for 4. We don't want him to come and backstab us, though. That we cannot handle. And we could also come here and try to weaken this guy down if he gets too close to us, but it can't really hurt our fairies that much. This guy, I don't think that's a backstab, so I think we're good there. Then let's go ahead and haste this guy just to make sure that we don't take any damage. As a matter of fact, this guy has 6, you know. We've got to be able to maintain our... then we can see, we can come all the way over here and hit for 2 to 3. Then this guy's going to be almost out. We can come even here and hit 3 to 4. And this guy can't really do much to us. So if this guy comes way out of position over here, we'll come back over here and we'll start busting him up. And this guy will do that. Alright, so that's good. Ooh, okay. Well, that's interesting. This guy now only hits for 3. How many shots do you have? Okay, so that guy... Ooh, we just lost a hit point. Alright, time to bug out. Let's come over here and hit this guy. This guy hits for 3 and has, what, 0 shots left, so that's good. So we should be able to just kill this. Or come in here and attack this guy. Anyway, he only attacks for 4 back. And let's do that. Boom. And then we could do a May kill right here. Or we can come and chop this guy down. Let's just do a kill right there. Oh, this guy's dying again. You know what? I don't want that guy to get... to be able to hit us. Then again... This guy now hits for 2 going back. If we go here, this way, this guy only hits for 3 though. We should be alright. It's definitely not going to attack us here though. It's definitely going to attack that fairy. But this guy's dangerous too. He hits for 2. And we can just take him out right now. So, and then let's attack this guy. That way he can't attack this fairy and we can heal up a little quicker. So we lost 1 hit point, but now this guy can't attack. And we've got haste here, and haste here. We've got 3 more shots here, 6 more shots here. So that's pretty good. And this guy will have we have what, 1 more fatigue? Yeah, 1 more fatigue for this guy right here. And then we'll come in here with the swordsman and chop this guy up. And we should be fine. This guy can't go now. Owie. Alright, let's go back on the hill. Start shooting this guy, I guess. Start shooting this guy. This guy hits for 2. We'll have 3 if we go right here. I think that's worth it. Boom, that guy's almost dead now. Only the backstab would be dangerous for us. If this guy hits us and this guy can then come and backstab a little bit, but we've got haste for 1 more turn. We'll kill this guy and then we should be good. Alright, let's move in. We'll kill this guy. Boom. Then we'll attack this guy. Or maybe we need to do a haste. Well, let's attack. Let's get this last fatigue out. This guy only hits for 2 now. And then we'll see what they do. This guy has 5 more shots. This guy has 3 more shots. Let's do another haste on this guy. This guy's really strong. He hits really hard. And we'll rest these guys a little bit. This guy only hits for 2. I think we should be good, and we'll just... And this guy will just move it into the forest. And then I don't think they can do much of anything anymore. Oh, there goes 1 hit point. We could chop this guy up a little bit. Oh. Alright, what happens if we move? Boom. Haste this guy. Alright, let's go here. Cut this guy down a little bit. Oh, we lost another hit point. This guy can't do much now. And we can start blasting a little bit. We should just wait for the kill on that though, because we don't want to... Okay. We don't want to have repair costs. Oh man. We gotta move these guys away now. They are taking the beat down. Alright, we took care of business. 6 gold. Increasing stamina, and we're going to wait for healing medals on these guys. So we're not going to do this. We definitely cannot afford that. I want that, but we can't afford that. And that's all we got. So at least we're in positive territory again. We've got +8 and +1. And we did get a lot of gems, so that's pretty good. Well, the next thing we need to do is get this recruiting station, but we can't afford the guard after that, so we need 80 gold to secure our capital and make sure that we don't get the beat down. So I guess we're going to have to heal up a little bit. These guys are a little bit weak. We need a few more turns for that to heal back up. Then we'll try maybe these brigands. This one's 6 of them. That's pretty much. I don't know if we can do that. I think we need to explore. We can't do any of these things. What are we getting here? Nothing. So we can't do anything here. Well, we can't build anything. Let's just go ahead and move. And then I guess we're going to explore the province. We're almost healed up. That's another good thing. They don't take a lot of damage, so they heal up real quick. This guy's only 1 more away from healing up, and so even if we got ambushed, I think we could make it. I think we could kill, especially if we had another spell school. If we had this spell school, we could definitely kill. So we need 62. 1 more turn, we could get this spell school, and then we could definitely kill brigands. And that would be here, we could kill brigands. Or we could wait, but we really do want to secure that capital, so maybe we'd just have to. But without those spell schools, I mean, we need 2 slows, I think, and 2 fatigues. Then we could kill brigands. And it would be close. This guy would take a beat down. He's at 90%. Well, I think that's enough for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next time, be well.